Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. We got the data download and we can officially see what the new batch characters can do. We're not going to go over Trunks and Vegeta. We're just going to jump right into this stuff. The only thing we care about right now is how high are their stats? I'm very curious about that. And I think it's safe to say it's pretty good. With all the damage reduction and the damage multipliers they had, I was actually worried this would be much lower than usual, but no. Those are impressive stats. 170k defenses, near 260k blast attack. They're definitely going to be punching, providing quite a punch in terms of damage. I just want to make sure, was there any little detail we may have missed? I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered everything. Yeah, we pretty much covered everything. It's a gigantic dictionary worth of things here. But what we didn't cover is Zamasu. We got all this info about the latest LF and all the things that they can do, but we got nothing about the 1% sparking. And this guy has some big shoes to fill. The yellow slot for Future is with Future Gohan. And that guy is not only the punching bag, but the support guy, the disruptor guy. So with the yellow unit now being a tag switch to take that slot, this guy has to do a ton to pull up the slack. So I already know he has endurance. The Twitter video teased it, but let's see what else this guy can do. If he has the ability to reduce power for cards and has a way to disrupt through either a ton of key reduction like Pan or something else, then he is an amazing unit. So let's go ahead and see what Zamasu can do. Gonna go ahead and cap him out at max stats, and already as a defensive unit, those are good defenses. I'll take that. Obviously, offenses are going to be lower, but that's just normal. Strike card can give a 30% chance for heavy bleed, sure. Blue card, massive slice damage. Upon activation, minus 50% to health restore for the enemy. They take 20% extra slice damage and 100% chance for extreme bleed. That's pretty good. I like that. Extra bleed. The additional slice damage will be good for Trunks. The green card, nullify enemies, tap attacks, and strike arts upon activation. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Restore 50 key. Looks like you get yourself cover null. Applies the following effects to self on hit. Randomly draw one new card. Apply attribute upgrade minus 80% to enemy sustained damage cut effects. A Debaki impact will occur if this arts collides with an enemy's forward charging special move or special arts. Damn! Holy crap, that is really impressive. Wait a minute, what? Okay, the way that this barrier works is very similar to the Spear Bomb absorbed Goku. I'm sure a lot of you aren't familiar with what he does because he's a rather old character that just recently got a Zenkai Awakening. But that barrier negated tackles, tap shots, tap attacks, blast arts, strike arts, but I believe blue melee cards went through. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure they still went through. Zamasu seems to be introducing something new where if your opponent comes at you with a special move that lunges forward, like the tag 4's blue card, like the blue card from Vegeta Trunks tag switch, that is going to be turned into a strike clash with this green card. And if your opponent comes forward with a green card that lunges forward, like the Ultra Broly or LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku, it turns into a clash. That's super damn strong. That's new. That's a new way to disrupt your opponent. But outside of that, the fact that he's able to give himself the cover null and draw a card and sustain damage cut effects means that this is a very, very powerful green card. Seems like Zamasu really wants to own up to the role he has to take. Main ability, randomly draw destroy two of your own cards, draw a strike and green card. Destroy ally health by 20% and key by 50. Take away attribute downgrades at abnormal conditions. Take away your enemy's blast arts. They cannot use blast cards for 3 timer counts. They're clearly trying to set up a strike cover change. Z ability, 35% to future God Key or regen blast attack and defense, and additional 18% to powerful opponent blast defense. First passive, apply the following effects to self when the battle starts. 90% damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 50%. Only 50? Really? I know he's the 1% sparking, but you coined him a defense type. Gradually restore health each timer count. Cannot be cancelled. Wow, Zamasu is just healing indefinitely forever? Damn, that's actually not too bad, really, if you think about it. I think most units are healing like 15, 20, 30k a tick. You know, 10 timer counts, 300k HP. It's not too shabby. All right. Some additional sustain. The following effects occur upon landing a strike or blast darts hit, plus 10% to own health restore for 10 timer counts. Okay, keep buffing up this guy's sustainability. The Fusion Zamasu does the same thing post Zenkai Awakening. Plus 10% to ally health restore for 10 timer counts. Very good. That'll work pretty well with the Trunks and Vegeta when they tank switch. Inflict all enemies with the attribute downgrade plus... Oh, whoa! Inflict all enemies with the attribute downgrade plus 15% to damage received. Didn't Ultra Super Vegeta have the same thing? 15% to damage received. That's a scary debuff. Apply the following effects to enemy every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while you're on the battlefield. Oh my god. Reduce ki by 30. Reduce ki by 20 activates twice. Wow. He's a mini Pan. Pan's already mini, but he's a mini Pan. He works like Pan. Wow. If anything, I guess you could kind of argue that Zamasu does a better job of what Pan does because he can keep reducing your ki. I noticed that the Tag 4's Vegeta side is a solid counter to Pan's constant ki reduction because Vegeta's cost for his cards are like 8. And he has such high ki recovery he can almost offset how much is reduced. Wow. Additional plus 20% to damage inflicted by allies if your own HP is 50% or below. Cannot be cancelled, activates once. Restore on health by 30% only once. When it reaches 0, cannot be cancelled. So if you proc this guy's endurance, which is bound to happen, 20% damage buff for your allies. And that's only passive 1. Second passive, the following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Reduces damage received by 20% for 10 timer counts. There's that last little gap. All enemies are given a -1 to cartridge draw speed. Inflict all enemies with the attribute downgrade -40% to special move, ultimate, and awaken arts power for 10 timer counts. Yeah, see, that part there is pretty damn critical with the tag Vegeta and Trunks. Because remember how if their HP is below a certain amount, the substitution count reduces and your opponent's ki reduces. They're setting up a situation where you let them take a beating, they reduce the ki, your opponent immediately pops the main to land the ultimate, and you go into Zamasu, who now has reduced the power of that ultimate or that special move or whatever. And with him having the reduced damage received and the sustain, he's just going to tank the hit really well. Apply the following effects to self when enemy switches characters while this character is on the field. Restore health by 3%. It's very tiny. Restore ki by 30. Increases your card draw speed by 1 level. Applies the following effects to self every 3 timer counts while you're on the field. Restore ki by 15. 10% to damage inflicted. Activates 7 times. Shorten own sub count by 1. Every time another battle member is hit with an enemy strike or blast darts attack, activates 10 times. Damn, Zamasu, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think this guy would match to the expectations I have of him, given what Future Gohan brings to the table. But I think he might actually do the role he needs to do. This is insane. This passive here pairs pretty damn well with his green card because it gives a cover null and a card. So you use the green card, you start comboing your opponent, they're going to obviously switch off to somebody else. What happens? There's your ki, there's your healing, there's your card draw speed, there's you being on the field for longer, there's the 15 ki again, the 10% damage inflicted stacking. Your opponent is beating up one of your allies. Oh no, I'm going to switch over to this guy. It's just like the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Really good. I think Zamasu actually might be one of the best 1% sparkings we have right now. I'm trying to think of how many are actually used in the meta, and Android 17? Android 17. I think Zamasu is in there within the top 10 in terms of overall disrupt and the roles that he fulfills. Pretty good, Zamasu. Good job. I don't think anyone would be upset pulling you. Next, couple EXs. Very sad about how cool their arts are and how wasted they feel. These guys look super cool and their EXs. So let's go ahead. Defense type, high defenses, very low offenses. Strike and blast of the normal. Blue card, major impact, so the crappier version of the multiplier. Apply attribute upgrade. Shorten ally sub count by 5 for 10 timer counts. Cannot be stacked. Okay. Green card, restore ally health by 10%. Shorten ally sub count. Enemy has a -1 arts card draw debuff. Pretty good. Main ability, restore own health by 20%. 40% of damage inflicted for 60 timer counts. 70% of rising rush damage inflicted? What? That's weird. When was the last time we saw that? The yellow Goku? The family Kamehameha Goku? I think that was the last time we saw that. And he gets a Dragon Ball, that's fine. Z ability, 32% of future God Ki or green base strike and blast defense, and an additional 18% to Saiyan or element green base strike attack. This guy might actually not be bad pulling for Dragon Fist, not gonna lie. Saiyan Wrath, 20% additional damage to blue. You already have type advantage. What the hell? 90% damage inflicted, 60% reduced damage received, 20% health restore. Show up on the field, reduce damage received by 10% for 10 timer counts. What? Randomly destroy one enemy card, steal enemy green cards. The green card cannot be used for 5 timer counts. If he dies, 30% damage inflicted buff for your entire team and a 40% key recovery buff. What the hell? 30%? That's a lot. That's as much as the LF Zamasu. You know, change cover. If you swap into this guy, you draw a special arts card, activates twice. 20% to damage inflicted by allies, pretty good. Randomly destroy 3 enemy cards. Take away one of the Dragon Balls and take away their buffs. Wow. Following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield if you have a defeated ally. 40% damage buff. 30% to ally key recovery, and the enemy has a +10 to their special move cost. It's an alright kit, but again, it's an EX. The most noteworthy thing about this dude is his art. That looks so cool, and it's wasted. What does Vegeta have? Vegeta is red, and he's a support type. What? Look at that. Look at that pose. Does this look like a guy that's trying to support you? Nah, it doesn't. Double blast, strike and blast are the same. Blue card, major impact, 30% of special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Doesn't make any sense. He's a support type. Green card, restore on health by 10%. Not allies. Again, doesn't make sense for a support type. -10 to own special move arts cost. Cancel ally attribute downgrade under normal conditions. Main ability, draw a blue card, restore 50 key, 30% to the next blue card damage. Wow, get your own Vanish Gauge back and shorten ally sub count. That's a pretty strong main. Z ability, Vegeta Clan Future or Red base strike and blast attack, and 18% of God Ki or Red base blast defense. Very good Z ability. Show up on the field, 80% damage, 60% reduction of damage, 30% blue card damage. Following effects occur if there is a tagged Vegeta Clan battle member other than himself. 30% blue card damage. 20% damage inflicted by allies, and a 50% to ally key recovery. Pretty good. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. 30% of damage inflicted. Shorten ally sub count by 2. Reduce enemy key by 15. The following effects occur when you go to standby. Restore ally health by 10%. Restore ally key by 40. Enemy gets a -1 card draw speed. God, these passives are so long. The following effects occur if a tagged Vegeta Clan battle member other than him is here. 10% to damage inflicted by allies for 15 timer counts. Your enemy has a 15% to blast damage received debuff. When he's defeated, 30% key recovery buff, 15% health restore buff, and a 20% health restore. Again, it's a decent kit. It doesn't make any sense though. Part of it just, I don't know. It doesn't make. They assign these characters these roles, and sometimes their kits don't align with the role. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Like Ultra Super Vegeta, does that guy look like a defense type to you? He's whooping everybody. Does that look like a defense type to you? This guy's a support type, and it feels like he spends more time trying to beat the crap out of everybody else than support the team. I don't know. Either way, he's an EX, so it's gonna take quite a while for this guy to ever look impressive given the low stats and pull rate. Either way, they're okay. Arts of Fire, Goku Vegeta cracked out stats, you know, align perfectly well with them. Zamasu, probably a top 10 unit in the game given how good his disrupt is. Next thing I wanted to do, jump into any new equipment. I'm pretty damn sure there is some new equips. There has to be. There always is. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna find it at all? If I remember correctly, was it this one? Pretty sure it was a Trunks that people were sharing. If the game would load. And I don't think it's a platinum equipment. Well, obviously it's not a platinum equipment there, but yeah, I think it's this thing here. Yeah, this is probably PvP equipped. Seems all right. You know, actually no, it sucks. Is there a new awakening? You know what? Let's double check. No, there isn't. There's no new awakening. Otherwise, it would have been up here. Okay, that looks to be everything. We're getting a new raid as well. Obviously, the new LF is the boost character. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about all this stuff. Is it yay? Is it nay? I think we can all agree the arts are fire, though. Until next time, guys, be on the lookout for the summons. Showcases are later than usual because PvP reset is far longer. But until then, peace.